hairy freak or the fat slob is practically gone.
Let the party begin. I've got snacks.
Hey, look at us. We did it again. Another 7 days around the sun. Welcome to WCW Deep Cuts Live. My name's Tom. I'm right there. Look at my hand. Look at my name. That is so my name. Welcome, everyone, as we do every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. We gather to watch the forgotten, quote-unquote, television classics of World Championship Wrestling from the 1990s. Big hello to everyone in the Erotic Eric Fontaine Fan Club, aka the chat. I don't know why I did that. Hello. I'll try to do a roll call, but there are a lot of folks here early tonight. Of course, Brian Dermody, the man, the myth, the legend. Glad to have you back. Shout out PJ, as well as, who was that, Edward? First timers on Twitch. Saw you on YouTube on Sunday. Glad to have you aboard the Twitch train. Hello, Brenticus. Hey, Justin, aka the Buddha Bull. Bam Dog is here. Optimum Vision. Everyone's friend Jonathan Mayer's here. Thank you so much for the kind words. Refs is Wizards. Hello, hello. Viva La Fran. GM Spectre. Who else is here? So many, but the chat's just scrolling by. Hey, LJH. Hey, B Clark for Dark. Will Hall. Got a lot going on. Stop Stats, Big Core. So many folks are here tonight. And first off, shout out Hammer8829, who I think maybe tried to put in an emoji and something happened there. Not that Cajun Predator. I don't know. Yeah, that number is going up, brother. That's the first thing I was going to mention. We are seeing so much growth over the last couple of weeks. Record numbers. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. Oh, the song restarted. Like Sunday on Off the Grid, between the two platforms, at one point we peaked at 120 viewers. Which, I mean, I'm not Mr. Beast, but I'm like his like clown servant or something. So there's so many folks. Thank you. Watching a schlub like me watch wrestling. I give a lot of that credit to you guys in the chat. Being so welcoming, so kind to newcomers. Just we're all one big community of like-minded, wrestling obsessed. I don't even know what noun I was going to use. So yeah, I'm so happy for that. As well, if you do have a business acquire email, yes, notthattomgreen@gmail.com. Hit me up there if you have any business inquiries. Brenticus, hell yeah. Sean Drox. Next off, I was sort of let everybody know, no Off the Grid this Sunday, every other Sunday. I'll be back on YouTube 2 Sundays from now. This Sunday is my birthday. I will be 37 in a row. So that'll be something. I'll be back next Tuesday on Twitch. And also, as I've been doing the last couple of weeks, I'll have the virtual tip jar up on the screen, the QR code. And since some folks said they couldn't really access the QR code, I will post it in the chat right now. So if anybody, again, don't feel like you have to, but if you have the means and you want to throw in a couple bucks of support, I will appreciate that. Again, subs or something I don't demand, I don't beg for, but if you give them to me, I put them in a little syringe, stick them in my butt cheek, and I will never pass a drug test again, folks. So thanks to all of you. Thank you for the birthday greetings. And we'll go into what I'm going to do on here next week to celebrate my birthday, here towards the end of the show. So that's something for you to look forward to at the end of the stream. But right now, we have some wrestling to watch. So let's check out WCW Saturday Night from August the 6th, 1994. Let's go. Have to scoot over here. Come on, there we go. Let's do this.
All systems operating within normal design parameters.
This is a special episode of Saturday Night where you can call in and vote for what you want in the main event. As always, let me know how the audio is. If the sound is good, bad, indifferent. You can hear me but not it, etc. Thank you so much for the cheers, Brenticus, before it even pops up on the screen. I'll get the alert here in a minute. Dun 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 dun. Bow. There we go. Van Hammer is up there now. Truck driving school, man. That's dope. Calling in to vote for Brett Armstrong versus The Hater. God, The Hater ruled. If you did not watch Off the Grid, it is on YouTube, the VOD, where we all discovered The Hater. Yeah, that factory intro, with the arm and stuff, that's like high quality even now. Bless Eric Bischoff's little weird heart for making that. Yeah, we are live in Florida. Yeah, Optimum Vision brings it up. Shout out to Mongo. Steve McMichael finally getting the Football Hall of Fame this weekend. Much overdue, long deserved. Tony Schiavone, Nick Bockwinkel, Bobby Heenan wearing a beautiful suit. I believe you can vote for Baby Triple H against beautiful Bobby. I want to know what Nick Bockwinkel wrote at Disney World. Did he use fast passes?
So is the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
I would love to watch the Indiana Jones stunt show with Nick Bockwinkel.
When you're live, be careful.
Great matchups including Sting tonight in this 2-hour.
No mercy, the Submaster. Subbing once again, tip of the cap to you, my friend.
And Sensuous Sherri is in the
With the erotic Eric Fontaine emoji. We got a hype train coming in. Choo choo.
The WCW Heavyweight Champion looking forward to the return match against Ric Flair at the Clash of the Champions.
Well, I hope Hogan is ready. I hope Hogan watches what goes on tonight.
Nick Bockwinkel wrote Space Mountain and he read the Wall Street Journal while doing so. He'd be one of those guys that would, in like the pictures on like Splash Mountain, just be like stern, like not giving a shit. Oh, he would absolutely critique the acting on the Great Movie Ride, where they like switch off the cast member that's on the ride.
In the main event tonight, and you at home have the opportunity to select tonight's main event. So be sure.
What would Gordon Soley write at Disney?
You'll be seeing either Johnny B. Bad, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Jungle Jim Steele, the Guardian Angel.
Jungle Jim Steele. Wow.
All here and ready to go.
Johnny B. Bad with his mall kiosk shirt. Gordon would just read the People Mover. It's the only thing slow enough for him. He's drunk.
Let's go to my compatriot Mean Gene Okerlund in the red locker room.
Mean Gene. Mean Gene's not riding shit. He's just doing the World Showcase in Epcot, drinking everywhere.
From Colonel Parker's stable, Bunkhouse Buck. Oh, give me a break. United States champs.
All these guys trying to mug for the camera, get their face on camera, using their little weird wrestler tricks, whatever it may be.
452-pound Vader, quite a collection here that you can choose from. Right now, let's get back to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Bodyguard suit making. That's one that needs a figure.
Introducing first from Glens Falls, New York, weighing 200.
Hey, Teo Cham. Yep, so this is Jim Duggan's WCW debut here. Shellcracker, thank you so much for the sub. I'm going to have such big traps after you guys. All Deadman's 81, thank you for the follow. But yeah, hell yeah, thank you Shellcracker for the Prime sub. Those, man, I love it. Thank you all so much. That's a good point, Brian. The Sean Paul Levesque theoretically should not want to be around Bunkhouse Buck. I did get a haircut. My lovely wife Alex cut my hair yesterday. Rip Rogers. See, Paul, I thought so too. I think it's a Mandela effect thing. Or because we all remember the Duggan Austin thing so vividly that we assumed that that was his debut. No, this is his debut. USA. It's USA against Jeffersonville, Seymour, Indiana. You know, the sovereign nation of Kentuckiana against America. Jimmy Jett, long sleeves. Who knows what racist tattoos he had underneath that, as we like to say around here. I've said it on Twitter before. Jim Duggan. I think the appeal to Jim Duggan was he wrestled like a really strong first grader. Like he's just mischievous. Not a lot of technique. He's having fun. I can't imagine how easy it must be to get a USA chant started in Florida.
He plays football for the Atlanta Falcons. He is one tough customer. He's not real bright, but he's a pretty tough customer.
I don't think it's being too bright standing in front of Hacksaw Jim Duggan when he comes off the ropes.
Almighty Tevin, thank you for the follow. So many folks bringing the flat soda and crackers so far. I'm loving it. Having a party. Having a Jim Duggan party. The thing about a Jim Duggan party is you wake up sleeping underneath a glass table.
Starting the chant of USA again.
And in Florida, they start a USA chant once an hour by law. Yes, they do. If you don't, then you get arrested. That's awesome, Justin. Jim Duggan seems like he's just the nicest, happiest man. I could see a bit of Buddy Roberts and Rip Rogers at Edward. Absolutely. I am stunned that Rip Rogers was wearing underwear. That's a weird thing to say, but like, he seemed like a thong guy to me. He's wearing briefs. The USA chants where they put at the commies. There we go. Jim Duggan wins. Jim Duggan wins our opener. Yeah. No Old Glory knee drop. No Old Glory Hurricane Rana. No Old Glory body press. Darn too, you learn so much about people's underwear when you watch wrestling for long enough.
Take a look at this, Shivani. Old football knowledge, you know.
He did the knee drop, but it's not the Old Glory knee drop. The Old Glory knee drop, he does it at the end. You don't get up from the Old Glory knee drop. Also, this is different music for Jim Duggan. They hadn't quite figured out Stars and Stripes Forever gets the real big pop. Thank you so much, Deadman's81. I'm glad to see you join the chat, the Erotic Eric Fontaine fan club. Thank you so much for the kind words.
Combinations in every bag of Skittles.
Jim Duggan and glass tables. A lot of those Mid-South guys like glass tables, let's just say. I'll let y'all Google that.
Okay.
DVD VR sleazeless. He's probably, I don't think he's even the one with the story. Jim Duggan was the one with the dildo blender.
Well, for example, maple sour apple cherry.
Then I'll just leave it at that.
Lemon Melba lime. So how many
Another candy commercial. Yes, Heidi Lucas. was the actress that's on Salute Your Shorts in this commercial.
Jake and I were befuddled. Our search for Arizona had been
another candy commercial where it seems as if candy has the same effects as drugs.
Jeans, shirts, jackets.
It might have been Tommy and Rich with the glass table.
Then suddenly,
And the Boogie Woogie Man, yes. Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson.
At least the clothes were real.
Heard Robert Gibson got his eye fixed over the weekend. Hulk Hogan. This is just a commercial to sell you on Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan. This merchandise is so shitty. Like, it's either the logo or just a picture, like a Polaroid they took of him out back.
What you gonna do when the Hulkster runs wild on
Like, it all looks like bootleg shit.
Ooh, great backpack.
I always wanted a tearaway shirt when I was a kid.
Big time.
The notebooks are great.
Yeah, Hogan had just signed with WCW a couple months before this. He's the world champion. Won it in his debut.
My bulging biceps.
And nylon is so strong.
I'm the man
She's
of her dreams.
gonna fuck a trapper keeper, alright.
I'll have to fight him off with
She doesn't want to fuck the dude, she wants to fuck the trapper keeper.
First gear from Mead. A great way to carry yourself.
He's big. He's
Did WCW have any great designs besides the NWO shirt? Well, I like the Monday Night Jericho shirt. And like this Sting shirt here that I'm wearing. I always thought that was cool. Incredible Hulk. He ain't wearing shoes. What? Alright. I was never a fan of the DDP shirt, but it's kind of iconic.
Control is everything. Once you got it, everything else just falls in place. That's why I use this stuff, Perk Plus.
You know, every one of these type of commercials, I'm just expecting Doug from the state
It just works.
to pop up in the background. I'm Doug. And I'm out of here.
Plus.
Rap is crap. Yeah, that was... The shirt itself, I don't think is great, but what it represents makes it a bit cooler. So it's a different hotline. Is this the WCW Fun Line? I still think we all might have, like, collectively imagined the WCW Fun Line.
Let's go to Mean Gene right now.
Pick one star from each locker room. So you pick a babyface, and then you pick a heel, and then like Rip Rogers is dressing over in the broom closet. You can pick him too.
That would like a shot at you in this title.
And they're all shaking like a leaf because they know that it's time.
Hey, Skunky Beaumont, glad to see you check in like always. LWO shirt was cool. There was a Goldberg shirt, the one I remember just, it said Goldberg and had the tribal tat design. I had a Goldberg shirt from JCPenney when I was a kid, and it had like a picture of him doing this.
And I pushed him in the water, and he's out there sputtering and saying.
It appears as if Colonel Parker has Bunkhouse Buck like on a baby leash, and now I want to see a vignette of Colonel Parker walking Bunkhouse Buck through Epcot on a baby leash. Can we pick Harley Race? Yeah, can we just have Harley Race wrestle Bobby Eaton?
Well, thank you very much, Mean Gene. Well,
I did not have the 3D Goldberg shirt. It is the fatal. Let me see if I can. There we go. The fatal attraction shirt. Yes.
You want to see the Battle of the Blondes? Pick up the phone. Make the match.
Battle of the Blondes. Me and Rhonda Shear interpromotional battle.
It'll be personal. Make my day. Call in right now. Oh, hush, Lion Brian. Listen, Stunning Steve. You ripped me off twice.
Gordon Soley seems genuinely frightened of these men.
I want you today. Call it right now.
Also, Dusty Rhodes, I don't think is available to vote. He's just hanging out with his son.
talk about my family like that. Let's get it on right here and now. I've got you in a couple of weeks at the class, but we'll take it right now.
All right, you've heard it. You can vote.
Brian Pillman's like, fuck your family.
Michael Capetta.
Steve Austin made me dress in a chicken suit. I think fatal encounter meant like, when I wrestle you, you die. That's badass, Stout. I'm jealous. There we go. Sir William leading Lord Stephen Regal to the ring, accompanied by some sort of employee. So Saturday Night was live sometimes. This was a live episode specifically for this purpose. They couldn't get the wrestlers back to center stage. They were taping like a week of Disney stuff. So just for convenience, they did a live episode at Disney that week. I believe that is Frankie the Thumper Lancaster.
I'm a number one guy.
You're the number one guy. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, he's from Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas, my ass. He's from frickin' Wisconsin. Yeah, it was strange that Bill Dundee, if you're watching USWA every week, all of a sudden, Bill Dundee's some dude's butler. But like, around this time, WCW did a show in Memphis. I just saw this on, I brought it up on here before. Just saw it a few weeks ago. WCW came to Memphis for like a house show. And Bill Dundee goes to the Memphis studio, WMC5, on a Saturday, like, hey, come out and watch WCW. I'll be there. And, like, stumbles and bumbles trying to explain the difference between Bill Dundee and Sir William. I don't want to say this is the best money Dundee ever got, because I think he's one of the few guys that actually got good money in Memphis, but also, like, he worked Georgia, he worked Mid-South, like, he worked places on top where he got decent pay, so.
Oh, don't do that, Tony. Don't put that into people's mind.
Well, that's my opinion.
Well, I mean, what you're telling them, what you're doing is you're using your job to influence.
Imagine if they brought in JC Ice Baby to be Sir William's bratty little son. And like Regal got to react to this weird little turd that's like living at his house because Sir William has to keep living 24/7.
Pull the hair to get an advantage. I mean, it's unbelievable, really.
Well, that's the Marcus of Queensberry rules.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, this is after the Marquis of Queensberry series on Worldwide with him and Flair.
Taking the Mandella again. Possible hair pull right there.
Possible hair pull. People don't talk about how freaking big old Steven Regal is. He is huge.
One tough competitor. But I think his lordship is just that much better.
Like, and he's talked about it before, like in podcasts and stuff, about how like he really wanted to be a junior heavyweight, and that was his goal in wrestling. And then he hit his growth spurt, and he's like, shit, I have to be a heavyweight. Like, that's why he'll still do some of the little like Johnny Saint junior heavyweight British stuff here and there. But like, that's the style. That's what he wanted to be. He wanted to be a small guy, but his body just did not agree with him. God, look at all this free merch. I think it's because Twitch hates Regal because he's British. Maybe it's like a tax thing that they have to run ads during his matches.
I mean, we're the hottest thing going right now. Oh, yeah.
Big European uppercut from the television champion, and again, just measuring Frankie Lancaster. A lot of fighting Frankie.
Randy Anderson in the back, but maybe I'll do something, I don't know. Oh, shit. Kicked him right in the ear.
My goodness. Staggered him again. Now Lancaster at,
Up.
held his ground. Tried a hip toss. Reversing, trying to backslide out of that.
Oh, they're lost. The European uppercut, in my opinion, is the best strike in wrestling.
And a small package.
Like, rarely is a European uppercut so shitty that it doesn't look good. Like, even the bad ones make a bit of impact. Oh, okay, that was dope. The little back elbow. Oh.
Who knows what's going to happen? We are live, Siobhan.
Right into the Regal stretch. I saw that Charlie Dempsey did like an upside down one on Bloodsport a couple weeks ago. Thought that was wild. I love it. I had to touch someone from Wisconsin. Lord Steven Regal. Big win for his lordship. Overall, Frankie the Thumper. Claudio is the king of the European, which is funny because when he first came to America in like 2003, like on an excursion for like a month or so, he did like Chikara and IWA Mid-South, and the thing he got a rep for was having really shitty European uppercuts. And then he went back home for a year and just practiced that, and then he came back in like 2004, and he had like the best European uppercuts in wrestling. Battlecore.
Cool clothes, hot products.
Hot products.
WCW merchandise. Get the new catalog by calling 1-800-4-WCW.
Swiss Money Holding. Claudio and Ares. The world's most popular wrestler.
One morning in
that is a claim.
Outlaws attacked a wealthy Texas ranch.
Also, I'm surprised Hogan didn't like say something. I mean, I'm sure he wasn't like approving all the chirons, but like Jimmy Hart back there is like, hey baby, you got to take that down.
Risking all for his family.
They'll kill little Jake for sure.
The stirring true story.
Again, big fan of how WCW can't even say hell. And like all the commercials during their shows, we have John Wayne blowing people's brains out. Oh, Airheads. I love Airheads. Airheads is such a fun movie.
They don't know it's a water pistol.
Adam Sandler is the brains.
What are you thinking about?
Swimming.
One of the first movies I saw as a kid where I'm like, oh, so this is what like an actual good movie is. Brizzle 007, thank you so much for the follow. We are drowning in flat soda and half-eaten crackers tonight. Yes, exactly. Trick question. Lemmy is God. There's the best cravat, Hero or Claudio. Well, I mean, Hero.
We got Lem Lamora.
Or a Grapeful.
Berry lime. Look, this is how it works. Okay.
Again, that's that actor, that guy there. I've told it on here like a few weeks ago, I think. So he played DJ's boyfriend on Full House towards the end, Viper. I thought he was Kurt Cameron, and I was like scandalized. Like, why is she making out with her brother? Even as a small like 5-year-old, I'm like, this is wrong. This merchandise is so bad. I see the question in the chat, the reference Mr. Wrestling 3. I need to recommend, my buddy Ben Pasco has a YouTube channel called Pop Culture Hyperfixations, and he did a video. He does like these long form videos about these really niche pop culture subjects that just like pop in his head. And he did one about that weird DLR Hagar Best of Both Worlds tour couple months ago, and it is really good, and I highly recommend it. They are such babies, the both of them. Where do I think Brian Pillman would prosper more, WCW or the WWF? WCW. He was physically, he was gone. And this sounds way more harsh than I probably mean it to be. By the time, like, he was really hot in 96, wasn't as hot in 97, and he wasn't physically capable of backing up the stuff that was coming out of his mouth. Like, his ankle was gone. And I don't, like, him and Austin as a feud, I don't think would have worked.
The main event is in your hands. Call as often as you want at 1-900. Stop it.
I even like a couple songs off the off of Van Halen 3, the Sharon album. Be some kind of way that we can make it right.
Dustin Rhodes.
God, Dustin Rhodes looks so perverted, standing there in tights and a jacket with like all these clothed people.
But the problem is, every time you come around,
Dusty, look how Dusty's posing. Oh, it's Ben Hosko's Pop Culture Hyperfixations. I don't know what the URL is, but if you look that up, there's a few videos that have a lot of views, actually. They're really good videos. Yes, that's a good point, Brian. All of these men are standing in this tiny room watching Frankie Lancaster wrestle.
And it's not going to happen anymore. Now, it's a start of a new beginning.
Johnny B. Bad, calm the fuck down, dude.
A son's love for his father, and Colonel Parker, if we do get out
Colonel
there,
Parker.
bet he's going to be right beside me.
American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, you will be in the corner if he's selected.
Well, God, you know, last week in front of the whole world.
God, Jim Steele and Chuck Palumbo, I don't think the world could handle all that hair.
Public speaking about family, brought brothers and sisters together, black and white. I didn't climb back in here for the money.
Wait, what?
You bring my fighter. You bring your fighter. Let's go.
Dusty Rhodes talking about bringing, like, all the races together? What? Oh, I know the story about Ben's HBK vest. I heard it, like, that night from Ben.
WCW on the cutting edge. Call now and let's go.
Yeah, this is right after The View Never Changes. One of the all-time great Dusty promos during a really weird time in WCW history. And yeah, I think Guardian Angel was tweaking back there. Here comes Sting. That is a... I don't recall Sting wearing that jacket that very many times. And he is... That looks good. He should have worn that more. Very underrated Sting jacket. The world's most popular wrestler, Sting.
Too much noise in here. They are standing.
It's cute. Oh, Nick Patrick with his lice haircut. Yeah, Nick Patrick just popped up in summer of '94 with a buzz cut out of nowhere, and nobody's ever talked about it. Oh shit, T.A. McCoy, look at him. Look at this guy. But seriously, Nick Patrick just showed up with a buzz cut one day, like this, and nobody's ever talked about it, but I'm thinking he got lice. Like, because this is the only period where he didn't have, like, a mullet. Yeah, all my homies hate Nick Patrick. Maybe T.A. McCoy. The graphic was teasing T.A. McCoy, not Sting. The world's most popular wrestler. He's huge in Germany.
The first time Dustin sees Colonel Parker.
Hey, tickets, please. Yeah, Sting is the king of reinvention. There is definitely a good chance. I have no knowledge of this. I'm positive. T.A. McCoy has strong stripper energy. Look at this guy trying to get himself over. That's a problem with Nick Patrick, is he's really tall. So, like, Sting doesn't really even look that big. No. TA stands for The Artificial. Yes, Brian. T.A. McCoy apparently is beginning a lot of Twitch subs, judging by his physique. Does Sting look tan enough to go over? He's in Florida this week. Dude, he was gonna... T.A. McCoy fucked up. You know Sting called Scorpion Splash, or Stinger Splash. And TA's like, nope, I'm gonna walk out. See? He used it to go right into the Deathlock. That dude... And T.A. McCoy was a guy that did a lot of enhancement work. He should have known. Like, look at Freaking Tia McCoy going into business for himself. And like, I'm too good for the Stinger Splash. Hey, Rough Rider. Welcome. Another power pink. Glad he looks like one. He looks like a natural born thriller. Therapy, thank you so much for gifted Carney Lansford a sub. That's very kind. Thank you so much. Yeah, Tia McCoy, he avoids the Stinger Splash. He barely sells the Scorpion Deathlock. Deathlock. I don't know what words are. Tokyo Magnum Tia McCoy. Holy shit. Before and after.
I think everybody knows coming up on August the 24th, Hulk Hogan is going to be defending the WCW heavyweight crown against the Nature Boy Ric Flair. But in my opinion, Sting, you still have got some unfinished business with Mr. Flair.
Well, everybody knows. Yeah, I got unfinished business.
Yeah. As two people cheered the world's most popular wrestler.
Hulkamaniacs out there.
It's I think it's a Scorpion Deathlock because Scorpion sounds cooler than Sting. Like Stinger Deathlock, that doesn't sound as cool as Scorpion.
There's all kinds of stingers out there painted up just right. Yes.
I'm normally with you, Will Hall, when it comes to submission finishers just for heels. Like you want to torture the guy, but Sting's the one baby face. Sting and Brett because he was like a technical wrestler. And Sting, I felt like it worked just because he could like pose and howl while he's like sitting on the guy.
And I know you wake up every single night in a cold sweat thinking about the Stinger with bloodshot eyes.
I mean, technically, nothing's a death. Like nobody's gonna kill anybody.
May never make it to the Clash of Champions.
I can see that, TK. I've never thought about that. Supposedly it was because the opponent looks like a scorpion when it's applied on them. Okay. Makes sense. Sting's telling some dirty jokes in Gene's ear, trying to get him to crack up. Sting doing soy face, YouTube face. You called the shots. No, I think Gene and Gordon in the bar after the show were calling the shots.
Jake and I were befuddled. Our search for Arizona had gone awry. Then some kindly strangers.
I think you're in Arizona.
And that's where we found it.
The Sting rules. I was a Sting guy when I was a kid. I'm so happy that he's gotten all this like support in the last few years. Hey, Bruh Van, how you doing? Glad to have you.
Arizona Gene Company. Only
because you know the place you want to wear jeans is the desert. I don't like to think that there's a person inside of me. Also, I will not. Raspberry lemonade is gross. Fruitopia, ew. That Baz Luhrmann video. I think this is the most viewed commercial on WCW Deep Cuts Live. The weird payday vending machine commercial. Hey, Stephen J. Neptune Man. Yes, we got commercials for the first time in a while.
Inside this precious package is the photo and personal history of an actual, living, breathing, wonderful child.
Hey, they got them to pose for it.
Hello, I'm Walter Kopich for
It'd be weirder if he was like, inside this package is the picture of a dead kid.
And I want to send you this kid.
Every month we will mail you pictures of dead children.
One little boy or little girl.
This commercial starters, I'm not surprised.
You'll get to know that child and find out if sponsorship is for you. You're not obligated. So call for your free kit now.
This guy's introducing
for a boy or a girl.
This charity that helps kids in third world countries, like how I introduced my my tip jar and my
history, information about our country,
not necessary, but you know.
Questions and more.
Also, shout out Jonathan Mayer. Sorry, I just got the alert. Thank you so much for donating to the virtual tip jar.
This little boy struggles to survive in a disease-infested slum. Here's a child from the Dominican Republic, and this little girl desperately needs a chance to go to school.
Why are we getting so sad?
Won't you call now? This isn't some abstract concept like millions of starving
He's shaming us.
This.
But again, why is he just holding up
and you will hold
the pictures
and learn how you can change his life. Later,
this gives binders full of women vibes.
Is only $10, and you'll get letters from your child, updated photos, and more. This affordable $10 program is possible because we look for ways to keep costs down without sacrificing.
I appreciate you, Jonathan. Thank you.
But this precious package.
We did get a Sting Brett match. Granted, it was in 1998, but we still got it. I think they wrestled in 99 too.
Who needs you? Call 1-800-526-0300. That's 1-800-526-0300.
I cannot imagine those photo shoots. Those kids. I love when just like putting a camera in front of a TV screen was high tech. Now it's just like the shittiest type of YouTube video.
You know, Tony Schiavone, the last time I saw anybody quite as nervous as Colonel Robert Parker after hearing Dustin and Dusty Rhodes.
Was he slobbering?
During an IRS audit. You are very, very upset.
Here and try to be funny now.
Making Vince jokes?
Years of promotion, I have never had any.
It is weird that they were at Disney when they were a Warner property. Except that from every story I've ever heard about WCW and the Turner corporate Warner, like the corporate hierarchy, Turner just didn't like acknowledge them. They might as well have just belonged to another company. Yeah, Colonel Parker's a giant, and he wore that frickin' cowboy hat. He's like Mercedes Moné wearing the high heels when she's got a 6-foot heater right behind her.
Because he's ignorant with no boundaries also, and I'm not going to stand across the ring.
You're not backing out of this thing, are you? I get that.
Wait, is Colonel Parker up in the?
Don't worry about the mule, just load the wagon.
Can I call in and ask for Colonel Parker against Gordon Soley? Colonel Parker probably was the tallest guy in that locker room. Those Fullers are huge.
Let's get back inside the arena.
Could vote for Steve Kern. I just saw Steve Kern in there. Yep, on the far left, it's Steve Kern, who was one half of Bad Attitude at this point. There we go. Pretty wonderful. Paul Roma, Paul Orndorff with their cool guy shades. This is the most middle-aged shit I've ever seen. Paul Roma was probably like 30. Ming looked like he was part of the Secret Service because at this point he was Colonel Parker's bodyguard. They were kind of trying to redo the Big Bubba Rogers thing. God, those belts are falling apart. I love those belts. Some of my favorite belts. But they are falling apart. And they still used them for 4 years after this. There we go. Look at this. Oh, there we go. My boy, Jumpin' Joey Maggs. I believe he's teaming with Todd Morton. So fun story about Joey Maggs and Todd Morton. They went out of their way. Did you see they're wearing matching tights? The story I heard is around this time, somebody in WCW management, may or may not have been Terry Taylor, as a joke, went up to them and said, "Hey, we're thinking about pushing you guys as like a new age Midnight Express. Get some gear made." And then they showed up to a taping with matching gear. And everyone was like, "Why the fuck do you have matching gear?" And they were never supposed to be teamed. But they would have been a fun team. They're both very good. Orndorff and Roma look like a nephew taking his uncle to a topless joint. That is so real.
Of course, of all the top contenders for the tag team title right now, you got to be thinking about guys like, look at that tremendous move.
Old Todd Morton, who,
the team of, watch out, elbow.
yes, he was in the Ricky Morton, Chris Hamrick click.
In the tag team ranks. I've never seen
And he would sometimes team with Ricky on indie shows.
on a Monday, losing on a Tuesday, another team on a Wednesday, another team on a Thursday.
And he was an enhancement guy in WCW, like right up until Ricky and Robert came back in '96. And then imagine that.
And I'm not lying, you know that, because I don't lie.
Yeah, I really hope Paul Orndorff does the elbow drop. The elbow drop. It's, by the way, the elbow drop is in 2K. Whoever mocapped it didn't go all the way with it, but I was playing the other day, and God, who had it? One of the women. They randomly gave it to maybe Shotzi? No, not Shotzi. It was a heel. I forget who.
What else is there, Brent? Side headlock.
So what the fuck is Jimmy Jet doing? Is churning butter? What the hell was that?
Again. Well, you mentioned the fact, you said people trying to copy what we do. We are setting the standard. It is the new number one because of, it starts with the champions, of course.
Jimmy Jet really wanting that camera time there.
Hogan, the WCW World Champion.
Big old butt on Jimmy Jet.
Pretty wonderful. Like the Nature Boy Ric Flair, former World Champion. Stunning Steve, U.S. Champion. Oh my, watch out.
Look at that drop kick. Okada who?
WCW is cool. We are hip. We are what is happening right now. And look at the athletes that are here.
Because, something's hip if a middle-aged man in Florida is yelling, "This is hip. This is happening." Jeez, Paul Roma. Like, what a freaking athlete. That dude had hops and balance. Look at that. Like with ease. He's just fucking jumping up to the top rope to talk shit.
Well, Stars and Stripes is one of the teams you have to really look at. I mean, every team here.
And now he's on YouTube with Mario Mancini every week. Talking shit about the woke. The hive mind, brother. Oh, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. Boom.
Big move.
Paul Roma. That was so wonderful.
Precision we're seeing here. And we're coming to you live from the Disney MGM studios.
That was like an extra groovy one. He started dancing before he even went for the elbow. That was that was like one of the higher quality Paul Roma elbows. Oh shit, he almost dropped him.
Television program WCW Worldwide, seen around the world.
Yeah.
But tonight and tomorrow night on the main event, we will be live.
Brian.
Like Flair always said, we are live.
Send Marla my regards. Glad she's back in America. Glad she had a great time. I loved following her Instagram story over the last week.
Boy, this team has shown me something.
Hey, Commodore Amigo. Oh. Low bridge. That wasn't a low bridge, was it?
Orndorff is too smart. He's too ring-wise.
Orndorff is too ring-wise.
He's got his pile driver poised.
Ooh, that. Like, I know what the trick is behind a pile driver, but if there's a good pile driver makes you forget about the magic behind the pile driver. Oh, we're going to get another elbow. The swan dive. Bobby Eaton's mom. You need to put a shirt on if that's the case. Can't show boobs on TBS. What's this proving, Tony? It's proving that they're cool and stuff. Oh, Marky Bagwell and the Patriot. See, they're wearing the Stars and Stripes of their pants, and they're called Stars and Stripes. So they are good guys.
What happens if they get hurt? They gotta get out of there. Take a
Thank ya, Hike. Best pile driver outside the Tombstone. Paul Orndorff's is up there. Absolutely.
The chant of USA, I tell ya. Stars and Stripes would like another shot at the chant.
Yes. At this point, Marcus Balco, I think, was at 4 years straight Rookie of the Year. Nobody else applied. I believe his arm was under the rope, and the ref's like, nope, he's still dead. Look at that. The plates are falling off of it.
Tony, where are you? Tony! Schiavone!
Stars and Stripes did team with Duggan a few times, especially in WCW Pro. I feel like they had a lot of six-mans with them on that show. To answer your question, Randy, Tony has said he's having the most fun of his career right now in AEW.
Stars and Stripes coming in, but the World Tag Team Champions pretty wonderful.
Yeah, get some hot glue on those belts. Where those belts are now. If they're not in the WWE warehouse, Conrad probably has them. Why are they wearing the sunglasses? They look blind. Like, if I'm just turning the show on now, I'm like, why are those guys in the red, white, and blue beating the shit out of these blind men?
Right now. Schiavone, that was a fluke. That was before.
Like, it's not just the fact that they're wearing sunglasses, but they have the scrunch-up faces. Like, they look like Paul Roma looks like he has seeing problems.
When it came time for them to go to the military, they wouldn't go.
Holy shit!
That's what this country was made of. They're a bunch of imposters.
Holy, Paul Orndorff's like, you're draft dodgers! Those are glasses they give you after LASIK. Yeah, Paul Orndorff just accused Stars and Stripes, like, you guys think you're so patriotic? Go to war! Go get blown up in Bosnia. He can see. Going back to that damn closet. Also, the framing on the shot, and I'm gonna move my frame here real quick so I can show you. It's not just my little thing.
I was up in the executive suite having a cocktail, watching a show, and I saw that your blood
There we go. We can see it a little better. Still, the framing in this shot is horrible.
Don't you remember? You have employed. We went down to Universal Studios, broke King Kong himself out of his cage to watch your back. The human regiment.
Arn shilling the other theme park here.
Rest assured, your designated hitter is here, so you relax. And when this thing's over with, we'll go get
Yeah, poor Steve Kern in the back. Would he vote for me? Like an ASPCA commercial? In the eyes of a carny.
That your boy has been hurt every time Buck put his hands on him. Today won't be no.
Like, all the people I want to vote for aren't wearing gear. Ming, Arn, Parker, Race. Jody Hamilton, Nick Patrick's dad. I think he just went to running the power plant. Like, he was running the power plant the whole time, but I think they just sent him back there. Gene holding up a picture of Steve Kern. For $10 a month, you can support this wrestler.
Gymnastics finale from here in St. Petersburg. Shannon Miller leads the unique mixed pairs competition featuring each country's brightest stars.
The 1994
The Goodwill Games.
8:05 Eastern tonight
Brother.
on TBS.
Ted Turner's like, I can have me in Olympics.
So advanced, it's virtually invisible. Now you see it.
Why do they think all wrestling fans are
Now you
deaf?
don't.
Or hearing
the
impaired,
Mirage Hearing
sorry.
Aid For Miracle Ear.
I shouldn't
Call
say that.
now. We'll send you these free booklets that tell you how the virtually invisible Mirage may help you hear better. So call
We
Miracle
need
Ear
commercials
at
about, like,
1-800-582-4664.
helping folks with eyesight.
You see, Mirage is our most advanced hearing aid that fits completely into the ear canal. It's not only small, it's virtually invisible. Call Miracle
Tim
Ear at
Walls
1-800-582-4664.
giving us advice about hearing
We'll
loss.
send you important new information about hearing loss and the virtually invisible Mirage.
It's
The
amazing.
virtually
I know he's
invisible.
wearing it, but I can't see it.
So call now. 1-800-582-4664. We'll send you the free booklet, Now You See It, Now You Don't. It can answer some important questions about the new Mirage
Watch,
hearing
it's
aid,
not
the Miracle
for
Ear.
a
Call
hearing
Miracle
aid.
Ear
This
now.
is actually a magic kit.
What he wanted was a little easy money. It's like 20 hours.
Oh, In the Army Now, another movie I love. Got some good movie trailers.
Hit me with an attitude.
I love you.
I watched In the Army Now probably good 30, 40 times when I was a kid.
Through the day.
This idiot proof. It looks like our truck.
For some reason, my grandma was obsessed with buying all the Disney VHS tapes, but she also randomly had In the Army Now because she thought it was like a wartime drama. She never watched it, but every time I'd go over to her house, I would always watch it.
Banana.
Raspberry.
Good.
See, every Skittles combination
Is a new taste with a new name.
Well, for example,
Maple sour apple cherry.
Wait till all of these people try ecstasy.
So how many combinations are there? Hello. Find out for yourself.
taste the rainbow.
But don't forget the world Sherber, okay?
There's a lot of ground to cover.
Oh, here you go, Brian.
Sometimes it's like I have to be in two places at once.
Gabrielle Reese.
It's rough on the body. And definitely, it's no picnic on your hair. That's why I use Per Plush Dynamic.
One smart shampoo plus 2 conditioners. One conditions all over, the second goes straight to the damaged spots.
It's kind of like twice the coverage. My hair is soft. It does what I want.
Pert Plus.
I'm happy.
Pert Plus.
Back live from Disney MGM and WCW Saturday Night.
Why did they have so many camera operators in that one spot? Like, do they think Bobby's gonna run away like a dog?
Well, Tony, I can't really even describe what it's like back in that locker room area.
Can't describe what it's like. They're all drunk. I would like to be drunk with them. I can't be drunk with them.
Vader has gone ballistic, and he's yelling the name of the guardian angel.
Well, let me tell
They
you
were
something
all
about that right
yelling.
now. Do not call in. If you do call in,
I like jury
do not
duty
ask
too.
for
I'm with you,
Dustin
Rough
Rhodes
Rider and
and
Will.
Bunkhouse Buck. Dusty Rhodes is in the back. I heard he broke some windows out. He's beside himself. When that dumb, illiterate redneck gets rolling, something bad's going to happen. And Hogan is in.
Why are
As you can see right now,
they were all kind of chill a few minutes ago? What happened?
you back there pretty soon.
Like Gordon went on a smoke break and Guardian Angel's like,
Let's get to the ring, fans.
snowing in the locker room. I think we got some Sullivans coming
Ladies and
out.
gentlemen, the following contest, it is set for one fall.
This is a badass entrance song.
Formerly of Singapore,
Why didn't more guys use
now
this?
residing in Daytona Beach, Florida, along with his brother Dave, is Kevin.
More wrestlers just need to be accompanied by their siblings. Like, not even wrestlers. Seriously, this is a dope little song.
One of the top Hulkamaniacs in the world, Dave Sullivan at ringside with him. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Cheyenne, Wyoming,
Mike Thor.
Kevin Sullivan against Mike Thor.
Mike Thor. I've always liked Mike Thor.
Hulk Hogan is here tonight. Ric Flair will be wrestling tonight. And
Why is he just like writing shit down on a legal pad? I've not heard an update on Kevin Sullivan. I'm assuming no update is a good update. Yes, Kevin Sullivan, formerly of Dorchester, Singapore. That's right, Brian.
You know, like him or not,
Father.
I gotta admit, that guy's a smart wrestler. He smashes your hand. He hurts your hand. You can't grab a hold. You can't punch. You can't do anything.
Crank
He's
it.
a street fighter, and he knows what to do. And Irving outside is totally a basket case.
Dave.
Irv, whatever his name is. He wants Hogan's
That would be
autograph.
funny.
You'll never get it. You know why?
If Evad Sullivan, instead of being into Hulk Hogan, he was really into the York Foundation, but he couldn't afford a computer. That'd be a funny gimmick. I like that. No, you stick it.
Disney MGM Studios.
Mike Thor has very cheap ring gear. Holy shit.
And probably listen to what you say.
I thought that's a cool like looking thing he botched. Like it was a screw up, but it looked cool. But no, Mike Thor has like cheap gear even for enhancement guys. Ooh.
1, 2, 3.
It's over. Ladies and gentlemen, here is
Ah.
your winner, Kevin
Winner.
Sullivan.
Well, he's got his pad and pen out, does Dave Sullivan. He wants
The
Hogan's autograph.
court sketch artist.
And we have sent Mean Gene now to our remote WCW.
Dave Sullivan really had the best gig for a couple years. He's kind of walk around in public, wearing a bathrobe, bear hugging dudes, getting paid 6 figures. That's the life. The batteries and the double stomp. And he'd be a dick that would just stand on you. Bash of the Champions.
Hi again, everyone. This report brought to you by Turner Home Entertainment, the exclusive distributor.
See, I would normally make fun of them for sponsoring their own shit, but as we found out in recent years, Turner Home Entertainment was a separate company, and they would like cook the books by spreading out guys' salaries over to like Turner Home Entertainment and like other Turner groups. So technically they did get separate money from Turner Home Entertainment for that. Hogan looks like he's being tortured in the bathroom. Ric Flair also blind.
That match will headline this spectacular 2.5 weeks from right now.
God, it is wild. They did the first Flair Hogan match on pay-per-view and then just brought it back on free TV like 5 weeks later.
Steve Austin and his challenger, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Essentially what that means, if Austin intentionally gets disqualified, he will lose the United States title. In tag team action,
He intentionally...
father and son,
Dustin looks like a giant small
join
child.
forces to meet Colonel Parker's team of Bunkhouse Buck and Terry Funk.
That just looks like a fun group to hang out
The great
with.
Japanese star Antonio Inoki. Those two will lock up at the Clash of the Champions, and WCW Tag Team Champions, pretty wonderful. Paul
Oh,
Orndorff
they got their
and
eyesight
Paul
back.
Roma will meet the Nasty Boys in an untitled grudge match. I want you to mark it down, 8:05 Eastern Time.
Yeah, Inoki wrestled Regal on that show, and the story Regal tells from that match, as he's told Inoki like, "Hey, I really want this finish to look good. Choke me out for real." And then Inoki choked him out for real as the finish, like rear naked choke.
Where we found it, Arizona. Jeans, shirts, jackets. Arizona had something for everyone.
You know all those jackets you have to wear in Arizona.
They've been wandering spirits. Who cares? At least the clothes were real. Arizona Jean Company. Only it.
Be big, gotta be bold. Wrong song. Ah, this is such a dope commercial.
He's big. He's mean.
Compare it to this shit. Like literally just made a fart noise. This game was $100 Canadian in 1994 dollars. Holy shit. What do I do this month? Pay my car payment or buy the Incredible Hulk on Sega Genesis?
Welcome to Burger King. Bacon Mega Supreme?
Wait, what? Why? Why did he make that face?
Lettuce, tomato. Anything else, sir? Like one for me?
The new flame broiled bacon mega supreme.
Holy shit, Brian, one of my college friends is a voice in the English language version of Street Fighter now. It's amazing.
The grapefruit taste of Starburst.
Oh, I thought the Burger King guy was having sex in the fridge.
Turn loose the juice.
Hey, you know what? I'll give him credit. That's a different type of Starburst commercial than we're used to seeing.
These could be your shoulders.
No, they can't.
This could be your thigh.
This is a Bowflex commercial, not an HGH commercial.
This could be your stomach. This could be your back. This could be your body. This could be the
You know what? Credit to them for showing like a regular in shape dude. Like if this commercial were on the air now, it would be like some dude that looks like Ryback.
On WCW Main Event, 6:05 Eastern Sunday.
That's so much more exciting than Main Event ever was in that era. They just want to show off all of these cameras. Bobby looks like when you like pose a kid for a picture for like Christmas pictures for grandma, and you're just standing there like, what do I do? What do I do?
There you go. There you see Vader. He wants the guardian angel.
I would not want to like to be back in that locker room right now.
Vader looks feral.
He wants the guardian angel. He's demanding it of everybody.
Why is the guardian angel beating shit up?
As well, the Nature Boy Ric Flair will be wrestling Terry Taylor here tonight.
Like, I think responsibly, you have to keep them locked in there after the show.
Going just as nuts back there as Vader's. I wish a wrestler would get his hands on you, Okerlund. I wish somebody would work.
Wait a minute, Heenan, that would never happen. Of course, if you touch
Look how tan Gene is. Holy shit.
Championship Wrestling.
Fans, let's go to the ring with our next match here live on Saturday night.
Like, you have like Tony who's like normal tan, and then Bobby who doesn't care, and then Gene is bronzed. Here we go, Jonathan. Mark it off. We got an Armstrong. Got two Armstrongs. Got Brian and Brad. You can't spell tangerine without tangine. Hell yeah. Look at those Georgia jackets. Holy. Again, you guys are on national television. The other 49 states hate you now.
And ladies and gentlemen, their
He turned
opponents from Harlem, New York, Kane Cole.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize they were called Kane and Cole this late. I thought they were Booker T and Stevie Ray by now. So yeah, this time Harlem Heat, they were doing the phone gimmick, where they were consulting with a manager on the phone, and it was supposed to lead, and they even taped a couple of matches at the November '94 Orlando tapings. They came out with a Florida wrestler named Johnny Attitude, who would later go on to do enhancement work in WCW in like 97, 98. He's the guy they used as like a fake Goldberg. But they were going to bring him in and have him do a rip-off Paulie Dangerously gimmick. Like the suits and the skullet, and he was going to have a phone. Like, that's why they're on the phone. And then they tape a couple matches with the guy, and it's like, shit, this sucks. And plus, Sherri's plans after Flair retires fell through. She was supposed to go with Austin. And kind of just because of a whole happy accident, she ends up as Sister Sherri. And I think they made it work.
The Brain, Mean Gene, and Eric Bischoff joining you for the main event tomorrow night.
This is going to be a heck of a match. Harlem Heat is really
Brian Armstrong. You think he like walked up to Harlem Heat and was like,
they haven't backed off from anybody.
I think I belong in your guys' family more.
Armstrong in there. Are you sure that's Armstrong?
Or was that only when he was drunk at weddings?
Brian Armstrong.
I can't tell.
Yeah, Sherri gave Harlem Heat a credibility they didn't have. Because Sherri, kind of like with Shawn Michaels in '92, she wasn't paired with mid-card guys that often. She was a main event manager. So if she's with you, you're good. The fans are supposed to view you as special. I imagine that tattoo is why he wears a shirt. Also because he worked for Vince McMahon for years. And with a traditional male physique like he has, Vince would flip out.
Joining us on the West Coast Of course, in the California area, Washington, Oregon, up in Nevada, watching our telecast, fans just joining.
Like, imagine the hair care discussions in the Armstrong household at Christmas.
Because it's interactive, it's only WCW.
Like Road Dogg's braids and Brian's mullet. And then you get to that point where Scott and Steve bleach their hair. It's just a circus of hairstyles.
I'm telling you,
I always thought Road Dogg was a never nude.
he gets an eye load of Parker. He looks at Ming.
Nick Patrick, you are in the worst spot possible at all times, you weirdo.
And Hogan is in the building.
Let's go. Woo. And also, I've noticed something with Nick Patrick watching these shows with like the earbuds in. He always tries to make his voice sound real deep when he's like calling like, "Tag, you can't come in." His voice is not nearly as deep as it is when he's like calling shit out in the ring.
And you have to at Harlem Heat.
Yeah, Brad and Bullet Bob, their curly hair in the 80s, they definitely did shit to him too.
That's the only way they're going to survive this match. Because Armstrongs are quick, they're knowledgeable, they're 12th generation wrestlers, who knows how many.
So when I was a kid, I used to like fantasy book WCW shows in a notebook, and I've looked for them. I think my mom threw them out. But one of the gimmick match ideas I had when I was a kid was like an Iron Man match, but if you scored the finish in that, like, the crosshairs in the middle of the ring, it was 3 points. But if you scored, there was no rope breaks, so you could score it like in the outer corners, but that would only be 1 point. That, my friends, is why I have never booked a major territory. Also, because I was born in '87, territories were dead a few years ago.
Clothesline for Brian Armstrong. Brad cuts off the other man.
Hey, Midnight Fowler, no worries. We still got about a little under an hour.
We got a fight going on everywhere here.
Brian got hired by the WWF because they were gonna put together a band, and Brian was gonna sing. But then the band didn't happen. The towering, dude, Harlem Heat did like 4 or 5 different types of finishes like that this time. They were all so cool. There's that one, and there was like the powerbomb missile drop kick. Why are they calling him after the match? I'd hope this guy's watching the show on TV. Hey, our manager doesn't have cable.
But who are they called? That's what I want to know. Maybe it's their manager. They've been talking about it. Well, we like to know.
Maybe their manager's Paul Roma. He has bad eyesight. Can't see the screen.
Heat has done their homework. They are ready for anything. I mean, to beat the Armstrongs is really something.
Hey, Mr. Manager, everything went great. Gonna punch out now. Hey, I'm going on lunch.
Saturday night from Disney MGM. Pick up that phone. You still decide.
Yeah, which locker room? What the guys in each locker room did their manager vote for? I love how Sting got, in all caps, the world's most popular wrestler. Ric Flair is just, it's your boy Ric Flair.
We got lime lamora.
Or a grapeful.
And berry lime.
Berry lime.
Look, this is how it works. Okay.
Well, then there's drop a Santa.
Banana Melbourne. Drop banana.
Raspberry.
Good.
See, every Skittles combination
is a new taste with a new name.
Well, for example,
Grapeful sour apple cherry.
and lemon Melbourne lime.
Lemon Melbourne lime.
Lemon Melbourne.
Yeah, what if they're getting a wrong number?
Hello. Find out for yourself.
And they're just calling up like a pizza guy.
Okay.
Listen, Stevie Ray, I get it. My fridge is running, haha.
Then some kindly strangers appeared and led us to JCPenney. And that's where we found it, Arizona.
If you find a JCPenney in the desert, congrats, folks. You're hallucinating. You've taken one too many Starburst.
At least the clothes were real. Arizona Jean Company. Only it.
These fancy figures I got from MCI. The way I figure, they
This
must
guy
use that new math. Because according to plain old arithmetic,
This guy's Tim
I do
Walls.
better with that AT&T True USA savings.
True USA savings from AT&T. Spend $25 a month on
Booker, that
long-distance
would be
calls in the
great.
US.
Prank calling somebody to call right back. Star 69. Sucker.
My kids, they miss their mama. So I was using MCI's friends and family to keep in touch. Until my daughter Maddie told me about True USA.
Why are we whispering? There's nobody in that restaurant.
USA savings. It's 20% off your monthly long-distance bill for calls in the US. Plain and simple. Just call 1-800-PIC-ATT to switch today.
I
Pick
spend $25
NOSE.
a month, and they subtract 20% from my bill. So I switched.
I don't want to worry about saving on just some of my calls. With AT&T, I'm guaranteed 20%.
I just want to know why she got to do hers inside. That poor old man had to do his outside. Midnight Fowler, thank you for the Prime sub.
Now I call who
And
I
putting
want
in my
for
old
more.
syringe.
I can even call the president. And
Shoot it up.
20% always equals 20%.
The JC and JC Benny stands for John Cena. You don't
MCI friends and family, basic or primetime users will save more with AT&T True USA savings.
So I switched. And I may be partial, but my Maddie, she's a genius.
Just one call today and you'll get 20% off.
What a
with
mom.
AT&T True USA savings, plus a special bonus.
1-800-PIC America Top Team.
Get free AT&T minutes or free frequent flyer miles on Delta, United, or US Air. But you only get this if you become an AT&T customer. Switching is free.
Holy shit, Commodore Amigo still has a JC Penney's in his town.
This is true. Call 1-800-PIC-ATT.
Do you live in the desert?
Smarty, you'll be hearing a lot more from your mama now. You're true.
That's a... I don't want that. How awkward is this coming back from commercial?
And with me at this time is the Queen.
Silence.
Sensuous Sherri in mourning, quite obviously.
Oh, hey, it's Slash.
The man to my immediate right is no longer the WCW heavyweight champ, Nature Boy.
I love how Sherri is like, yeah, he lost the belt, so I'm in mourning. Like, fully committing to it. And then Flair's over here smiling.
I can guarantee it'll change. It could change tonight if he has the guts to be here live. I heard them all say Hulk Hogan live.
Yeah, let me get my giant foam Hulk Hogan ear. Like, those foam hands look like you're carrying around a severed elephant ear.
Why are you dressed in black, baby?
Mr. Ric Flair, my man, I am going to a funeral.
Whose funeral, baby?
I'm going to Hulk Hogan.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay.
Is anyone gonna deprive me of it?
Gino, it goes like this. Hogan, beyond the shake. Keep your mouth shut, punk. I'll slap you.
Gene is even making Flair look kind of pale. Holy crap.
Hogan, I stubbed my toe.
I think Gene would get canceled in 2024 for having that tan. Some Braun Breaker shit.
Clash of Champions on the 24th of this month. I want you to remember two things.
One is this tape on my finger. Remember it. I don't know why it's there, but I have to do it.
The second thing is
It's Flavor Saver. That AT&T 800 number still works. Thank you for calling it, Brenticus. Ric Flair, 45 years old here.
And you know what? It can't be done. I'm going for
These flashing lights in the backdrop. A little much. Calm down, guys.
12 times.
Yes. Gene would be canceled for so many things in 2024. Does Gene have to go to the bathroom? Keeps...
I'm sorry, we're all out of time. Sensuous Sherri, Ric Flair, and we're live from Disney MGM.
I love how, like, every other woman that, like, Flair's ever seen on screen with, he's trying to give off such try-hard, I'm fucking them energy. But him and Sherri are, like, the most platonic male-female friendship. It's actually kind of endearing. Terry Taylor, here we go. Speaking of assholes.
Terry Taylor making his way to the ring in what should be a tremendous matchup here
That robe got used by so many wrestlers. Bobby Roode used that in TNA. Scott D'Amore used it in TNA too. Terry Taylor does not deserve this dope song. WCW is going to set someone on fire. And these people are so excited for it. Arson!
Ooh, great backpack. Looks like 5-star first gear.
She's
The,
checking me out.
the horny Trapper Keeper commercial.
I think she's in
They-
love.
That binder could really get me together.
She's mesmerized by my bulging biceps.
And nylon is so strong.
I'm the man of her dreams.
Like, the thing is, I'm pretty sure I could find somebody on
With a
OnlyFans
stick.
who does, like, a Trapper Keeper gimmick nowadays.
Carry yourself.
Sure I could. Hell yeah. I'm fine with seeing this commercial again. Leapfrog, drop down, and watch the slur. This is Terry Taylor.
What is CNN Sports Tonight?
Highlights, stats, and scores. The play of the day.
To catch what happened in sports today,
watch CNN Sports Tonight.
That is a look. The mullet with the blue suit.
A short while ago,
I wish I could pull that
America
off.
fell in love with the Singer Handy Stitch.
Oh, the Handy Stitch. My mom had one of these. Never used it.
Introducing the Singer Tiny Tailor. It's genuine Singer quality, genuine Singer performance, at a price that will amaze you. This Singer may be called Tiny Tailor, but there's nothing tiny about
Tiny
the features.
Tailor.
The true lock stitch assures
I
durable, secure stitches
definitely
all the
think
time.
Terry
Choose the
referred to
long stitch
himself
for most of your mending needs.
as that in many a bar. Terry Tiny Taylor. Yes, Brian.
Then switch to the short stitch for extra delicate materials or projects that require a tighter stitch. Tiny Tailor is quick, easy, and accurate. When you're finished, reverse stitching secures the ends of your seam and keeps it secure.
And my mom bought many things and never used them. Piano, treadmill.
A free arm for sleeves and pant legs. And yes, a real foot control. So
She has like
both
3
hands can
TVs
guide
in her
your
house that
fabric.
she's never
There's
turned
even a
on.
storage drawer packed with Singer accessories, plus a fold-out handle to carry your lightweight Tiny
You know,
Tailor
just
anywhere.
walking around carrying my Tiny
Payments of
Singer.
only $19.95. Order your Singer Tiny Tailor now.
Don't send any money. Just call
Klarna before Klarna.
1-257-1234. We'll bill your credit card 3 monthly payments of only $19.95 plus shipping and handling.
God, we were
Order
so
your Singer
stupid
Tiny Tailor,
back
call
then.
1-800-257-1234.
Yeah, stranger on the phone. Here's my credit card
Payments, so
info.
call now. 1-800-257-1234.
Hey, Cincinnati.
Hey, Cincinnati.
Great play.
At least pick a day where they're supposed to play. These all seem empty.
Live at 2:05 Eastern Sunday on CBS.
The Braves have to be, especially in the 90s, like the most viewed Major League Baseball team just because of TBS being everywhere.
Weighing 245 pounds, 11-time former world heavyweight champion, Nature Boy.
Hey, Ric Flair, you have a stupid robe. And the Cubs, that's true, yes. WGN. That's a good point, Jonathan. We had WGN in the local channels. I grew up close enough to Chicago, a couple hours away. We got the Chicago direct feed. Mr. Wrestling 3. I like to prowl the streets of the city at night with my Tiny Tailor and do people's sewing for them while they're asleep. If only that's what Ric Flair did. God, I could not imagine teaching my mom Spotify. She has 6 MP3s that she has downloaded directly to her iPhone that she had me download for her in 2006. And she has had, every time she's switched a phone, she's had the AT&T rep transfer the files from phone to phone And she listens to those 6 songs only.
It'll be better than what you saw in Orlando at the beach.
We also know that Steamboat and Stunning Steve will go at it.
Yeah, Terry Taylor,
If Steamboat gets to
God, he wanted to be Ric Flair so bad.
he will lose the title to
Like,
Steamboat.
it hurt his
I mean,
balls.
you hate to be repetitious and say things that people have heard for years, but every match.
You just say you hate to be rubbing tissues?
It really is.
Our greatest ever.
What the fuck kind of cliche is that? Dude, my mom, okay, my mom's 6 songs. I remember most of them. Crazy Train by Ozzy. Not Truly Madly Deeply, the other single from Savage Garden. And then We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister. God, what were the other 3? Fireflies by Owl City.
And he's going up against a man he knows quite well.
I know that's one.
Thinks he does.
Well, I'll tell you,
And I forget the other 2. But it's just like real.
He's been close on many occasions. I know a lot about him.
Push by Matchbox 20.
He won't take advice.
That's one of them.
He's his own man. He can beat you at any given time, believe me.
I forget the 6th one. Pretty sure that's 5. Yes, I Want You. It's like, ooh, I want you, I don't know if I need that song. My mom fucking loved that song. She still does.
Close getting his hands on Hogan. Knowing Hogan's in the building. To take a match like this on live television with the
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not. I Knew I Loved You Before I Met You.
What kind of a man Ric Flair is.
Into the ropes. It's also
My mom specifically said that's. She's not into that one. She's not into Truly Madly Deeply. Too slow. Why are we interrupting this match to throw up the phone number again? There's like nobody calling. Oh, shit, we set up this phone line.
Dustin ahead in the blue.
My mom's playlist reminds you of physical therapy. That's a great one. That's cool, Commodore Amigo. Did not know that. Yeah, imagine being Terry Taylor, and they're like, "Hey, during your match with Ric Flair, you know, since you never get to wrestle on TV, we're just gonna interrupt it and promote this damn hotline."
25 years. I've never heard of this. WCW is the first to come up with it. Let the fans make the decision. Let the fans make the match. You can't put the destiny.
We're holding hands. We're doing hand holding.
It's dangerous. Who knows what they'll come up with? Hang your phones up. Stop. Please.
You can practically hear the guy at ringside cheerleading. The crowd warm-up guy. Yeah, I'm gonna squeeze this guy's head off. There might be death here at Disney World.
But see what they're doing?
Flair back up now as Taylor tries to get things going.
Yeah, my mom's a different kind of bird. I love her.
We've got a sleeper. Jimmy Jeff, the referee, checking with Terry Taylor. Flair's got it on.
Oh.
Flair had it on.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, Heenan's great. This is before WCW beat the spirit out of Bobby
Terry
Heenan.
Taylor looks sharper than I've ever seen him.
You're right.
And Flair looks like he's thinking about Hogan, not Terry Taylor.
Shoulder block. That's a good point.
Yeah, their match in Mid-South, yeah, like, I think it's 81? No, not 81, it's like 83, 84. It is really good. It's on that WWE DVD they made of the Mid-South. I think Crazy Train is the metal song that every mom likes.
Now you know Hogan is someplace watching this. You know Hogan is
Because I think they secretly like the Lil Wayne version. But it's like, oh no, we can't like rap.
an easy road to retaining his title.
No, I don't agree with that at all. Hogan is not going to wish an injury to Flair.
Of course nobody thought that Terry Taylor was going to beat Ric Flair.
He wants to back into it. He wants to go the sideways. You know that.
Whoop, there it is, has made its way to Disney. Wow. That was a center stage chant.
Oh, how quick you turn on people.
Good on them. And it's 94. Tag team has come and
He
gone.
likes me.
Never liked you.
Gordon is the most likable announcer in the
Pop
history of
culture
the sport.
used to move so slow. Oh, that was a cool bump. Good on you, Terry.
I just got word from one of my aides here that Dusty Rhodes.
One of my aides? What the fuck, Sherri? Like, that was awesome, but also, where did that come from? Also, imagine like a 6-year-old boy in the crowd, like, discovering that's his thing, women diving with their garter belts hanging out.
Oh, there she is. She never came off the
Yeah, Terry Taylor and Ric Flair is not the match where I would chant whoop, there it is. That's just me, though. That's right, TK Bomber.
Well, you do miss some things sometimes. Look at Flair with his blatant chokehold.
Come on, Ric Flair. Now Sherri's going to choke him way more effectively. Seriously, she is outworking everybody. Listen to the heat she's getting in frickin' Disney. Sherri's the best. You did miss a garter belt shot, and it was from a plancha. Sherri did a plancha to the floor.
Well, you know Bockwinkel's gonna do something now.
Them gams. Sherri rules. Sherri's an all-time great. Why? That is both a really cool face paint design and kind of lazy for Sherri. Like, she just took some black paint and did this to her face. Almost looks like Jean's tan. Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with Sherri. Sherri was tough. Farrell! Gosh!
Terry Taylor grabbed her hands and put it around his own.
Okay, she got a little bit of red. Okay. Kind of doing like a Sting. Talking shit, like painting shit on Sting. Yes, thankfully Sherri put some red there. Didn't fully commit to blackface. We're not canceling Sherri. Oh gosh, I did just got that. No cracker. Oh, Justin Trudeau. This crowd. This is the most excited that a group of children's ever been to see Terry Taylor in their life. What the? This match is like a fever dream now. What the hell? Sherri magically appearing to do dives. Hulk Hogan just here with his eyes all big. Terry Taylor being the most popular man with Disney World children. What is going on? Hey, brother.
Do you recognize this, Ric Flair? That's not fair. That's not fair. You know something, Jimmy Hart? We figured out why Sherri has a veil. Because she doesn't want to see what Terry Taylor could do to you if you didn't cheat all the time.
Hey, you know what? Hulk Hogan at least said Terry Taylor's name. I'm surprised he knew Terry Taylor's name.
You better watch out, Ric Flair. Can somebody shut him up? Nature boy. All the people around Disney, especially Mickey Mouse, say, Hulkster, you're the man.
Mickey Mouse talking shit about Ric Flair. What is... Sherri's already in the ring. Couldn't even be bothered to wait. What? Sherri's gonna superplex the referee. I wouldn't have been surprised if Sherri's just like, okay, top rope, awesome bomb to the floor. That was the 5th take. Let me tell you, Larry Taylor. Oh, thank you, Peter Crawford. I appreciate you. You cheer me up being here, bud. I just heard the director going, go, go, where? Oh, it was not a legit vote. They booked, they manipulated the match they wanted. Hulk Hogan's, those don't really even look like tights. They look like yoga pants. Do you think Hulk Hogan even, like, gave a thumbs up to Terry Taylor in the locker room after this? Like, hey, good segment. Like, that's not really even, like, traditional, like, wrestling time. Those look like yoga pants. Look at Jimmy's. God, man. Hogan's mad that Sherri put red in the blackface paint. That is a weird look for Hogan. Not that literally everything he did was a weird look. But like that just, I don't know, there's something about like the plain yellow tights. Terry Taylor probably gave Hogan a thumbs up after his RNC speech.
Flair just had a tough match. This Hulk Hogan, the heavyweight champion, comes out fresh and tears the house apart. I told you, it's live.
Yeah, shout out Sherri. Sherri is the star of that segment. I'm pretty sure I could see Hulk Hogan's thong. Those are some sheer ass tights. Yeah, Jimmy. By the way, Jimmy's like, I think in his 60s here. Jimmy's got a great suit. Imagine being Jimmy's airbrush guy. And he walks in and tries to explain his ideas to you. Like, what the fuck are you on, dude? The heavyweight champ?
I gotta tell you, Orlando is a winning city for you. Well, let me tell you something, Mean Gene. Everywhere I've been today around Disney, brother, everybody has said, Hulk Hogan, you're the man.
You know, Hulk Hogan going on rides.
And even Minnie Mouse said, Hulkster, you're the champ. And when I started my
That's the shittiest Minnie Mouse I've ever heard.
My Harley said, "Pry, champ, pry, champ." You know,
and he's got a talking bike.
You didn't think I'd be here tonight, brother.
Been taking a bit too many Starburst.
Everywhere, you're gonna be every second of the way. Hey.
You know what? Is Hulk Hogan a Disney annual pass holder? Like, I think he might be. Off those vibes. Like, he renews it every year, but he never uses it.
Tomorrow night, brother, on the main event, live, not only am I going to be breathing fire right down...
That's Ricky Steamboat's gimmick.
Tomorrow night, brother...
Tomorrow night, my bike is going to cut my promo for me. My talking motorcycle. So why is he carrying his boots with him? Did he not have a locker?
WCW heavyweight title on the line, brother. What do you think of that, Mean Gene?
Well, since I'm going to be on the main event with Bobby Heat in my, I couldn't think of anything more.
Well, since I'm going to be on the show, Hulk, might as well show up. I don't want to call any of these fucking Bobby Eaton matches. Oh, Hulk Hogan absolutely had the club on that Viper. Oh, those are the Andre boots. But fucking put them on. Or like leave them somewhere. Don't just be carrying them around. That's weird. These are the shoes I wore when I body slammed a dead kid from fucking that one commercial.
And I also saw Sherri take a real quick hike.
How do you get your skin that level of sheen?
They got their eyes on sensuous Sherri, brother.
Like, he doesn't look like a real person.
That veil is over her face for one reason. And as far as I'm concerned, Mean Gene, tomorrow night on WCW...
Like, he genuinely looks like a wet action figure.
Down over her ugly mug, brother. Because if Ric Flair has the guts to get in the ring with me...
I love that WCW didn't even bother half the time not asking kids to put down their WWF Hogan merch. They didn't care.
You want a style and you want a profile for one last time. Test the power, brother. These are the largest guns in the world. Hulkamania's
Jimmy Hart's like, yeah, I got this at the merchandise stand. Yeah, he killed Andre the Giant wearing these shoes. He's gonna start auctioning them off. think Gene thinks the show's over. I can't believe that Chad Gable's new group's name is American Made, by the way. Alright, Stephen J. Neptune Men, this day in history. Always with the factoid. August 6, 1994, the Florida Marlins beat the New York Mets 4-3. The Yankees lost to the Twins 10-4. This is the last week of the 94 season as the baseball strike started 6 days from this show, and the #1 song in America was Stay by Your Crush and Mine and Lisa Loeb.
And detailing to almost everything men wear. Botany 500 fits the way you live.
Lisa Loeb, like if Kennedy from MTV wasn't a piece of shit.
How many combinations?
In every bag
Skittles.
of Skittles bite-sized candy.
Let's do this one bag at a time.
Well, there's Strawberry. We got Lem Lamora.
Or a Grapeful.
And Berry Lime.
Berry Lime.
Look, this is how it works.
Okay.
Dude, yeah. Viva La France. I saw a recent picture and I'm like, holy shit. We stan Lisa Loeb.
Lemon Melba Lime. Lemon Melba Lime?
So how many combinations are there?
Hello. Find out for yourself.
Taste the rainbow.
Kennedy, I don't know if she still works for them. I know she was a Fox News anchor for a while. She is very lost in that type of stuff. Get my drift? She is still a talking head on Fox News, yes, okay.
Michael Richards is the manager.
There's a real awkward clip that
You're not exactly alone.
I think maybe Brian, you might follow it. That 120 minutes Twitter account posted, where it's like fucking Tori Amos, like talking about like next level like feminism and shit, and how like we really like rethinking the idea of it was a really thought-provoking comment like during an interview with Kennedy, and Kennedy is just like pretty much like, yeah, but you know they're all bitches, you know, they're not feminists because I argued something, I forget what it was, something real stupid, so they didn't back me. Pringles. My kids almost got into a fist fight over a can of Pringles the other day. The joys of raising two boys entering puberty.
Hi, what's this new bacon maker supreme?
It's delicious. A third pound.
I always have conversations with the folks at fast food joints like that. Why is everyone so horny over fucking cheeseburgers and trapper keepers?
Yes, sir. But would you mind eating it where I don't have to watch?
The new flame broiled bacon mega supreme. More
What?
taste for more great value at Burger King.
That is what's her name from Grey's Anatomy. I know who you're talking about, Russ's Wizards, but I also cannot think of her name.
You expect from MCI Friends and Family Basic, but
MCI.
the average savings on your bill is only 6%. We call that
Those the
MCI
anal. What the
math.
fuck are the
When
anal
you look at your
seepage
bill,
Pringles?
The person you call has to be an MCI customer and in your circle, or you don't get 20%. Now, some true math from AT&T. 20% is what
True
we
math
promised,
from
and
AT&T.
20% is what you get off your bill. That's AT&T True USA Savings.
Rest
Spend
in piss,
$25 a month
MCI.
on AT&T long distance and save 20% on your
God,
AT&T
imagine
calls
putting a
to
burger in a
everyone the
trapper
USA,
keeper.
Anytime, guaranteed.
Get friggin'
Fact is,
Caligula.
2 out of 3 Friends and Family Basic or Prime Time customers will save more with AT&T.
The fat-free chips made with cholesterol could cause anal leak. What the f? That's holy shit. Wow, good on Kennedy. I'm sorry I called her a piece of shit. Apparently Kennedy has left the Republican Party. Good on her for at least recognizing that love is love. Good. I'm glad. My apologies to Kennedy.
Are voting for the natural Dustin Rhodes, and from the red locker room,
Dustin
a
Rhodes.
whopping 41% for Bunkhouse Buck. That means the Most of the fans want to see that match. However, very close behind.
What if, like, Jim Steele got voted in?
So there it is. It's going to be
Or, like, as a prank, they're like, we're voting Gordon Soley has to wrestle Vader.
Who is going to control Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream? He's here.
Why does it look like Bobby's wearing a trench coat all of a sudden? After man.
The Natural is making his way to the ring right now with his father.
Yeah, Vader should have just eaten all the others. Like, why isn't it the biggest one? Vader didn't eat all the other ones.
And we will have Bunkhouse Buck out here in our live interactive.
I think my mom has that outfit that Dusty wears. She's a big denim lady. This is the Dustin era where he's letting the hair grow out.
Easy money. It's like joining a health spa, only they pay us.
What he got was a
I miss Timothy Stack. I love Timothy Stack. Oh, whoever taped that was like fucking the army now. He is wearing a Canadian tuxedo.
The fans decided 46%.
Bow, 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 bow. None of Dustin's gear looks like it matches, by the way. I love that when Buck would bump the camera operator.
Dustin Rhodes and Bunkhouse Buck in our interactive match that you fans decided on.
Here we go. By the way, this is a great feud. Buck and Dustin. I think we've talked about it before. Buck and Dustin was like the last great pure WCW Southern feud. Like, this is the point where Hogan and his buddies are like sucking all the WCW out of WCW. And like Dustin is like clinging on for dear life.
In the dressing room area, we'll tell you more about it. I understand in just a few moments. All right. Meanwhile, in the ring, the Natural pounding away.
But we don't have enough
Dustin's gear mismatching is distracting me so much.
Watch Dusty on the outside.
Like, did he just forget to bring his tights to Disney? Blue trunks, yellow knee pads, and like red and blue boots. All right, night, Viva La Fran. Have a good one. Glad to have you. Happy dinner. Buck is not Jimmy Jack Jimmy Jack Funk. Different fella. That was old Jesse Barr. Yeah, Dustin. That's the thing. Dustin fit in the WWF. Dustin was a chameleon, as Brian brings up. Like, he was like this great Southern brawler, and then he goes to the WWF, and he picks up the Gold Dust gimmick like pretty quick. Like, Dustin always said he didn't feel he got good until he worked with Savio Vega in '96. But like, I felt like he kind of got the gimmick and got the WWF style pretty quickly. Yes, Pauly Shore's mom, Mitzi Shore, proprietor of the Comedy Store. Yes, Dustin, shared that weird MMA match in a truck and was like, oh, can't think of anybody who would have done that before. Very funny. Also, shout out to my SSRI gang. Making sure I can go to sleep tonight.
A rake to the eyes. Greg finding the leg, Dustin. Boy, he has taken it right to Bunkhouse Buck.
Dustin gets some whoop. There it is.
Desperately and was ready for it. Look at it.
Well, don't forget one thing, Schiavone.
God, beautiful punches.
He's got a cast on his arm. He's got the advantage. He's got his dad in the corner. This is not fair.
He's got his dad in the corner. It's unfair.
Buck, I can never remember.
The Buck's got some tight ass jeans. Wrestlers who wrestle in tight jeans, I don't get it. I don't get how you can do it. I'm sure Ming will get involved any minute now. Any minute.
He's not going to brand cows. He's not going to milk cows. He's going to fight.
You fans made the choice. This is why WCW is number one. This is why we're leaving everyone else behind.
Turtle Parker's sweating so much because he's moving more than Buck is. Look at him go. Buck's hair kind of looks like mine before the haircut yesterday. Just a little bit of everywhere. Scuffle and Hillbilly partners, a tiger in them tight-fitting jeans. Like, I'm stunned Bunkhouse Buck never had like a Lenny Kravitz moment. Those things just split. It's like motorboating the camera. What is that noise he's making?
Well, this is Saturday night.
I can see where, like, in a job like a car wash, wearing tight jeans. Yeah, because it like keeps you safe. But like Buck's like running around, not necessarily jumping so much, but like a lot of movement.
And we're going to be live tomorrow night, right?
We are, and as a matter of fact, I have just been handed a
God, those suspenders never stayed on.
because it was so close to the voting. Because you fans wanted to see it. Because both men wanted to see it, yes. Nick Buckwinkle has signed for tomorrow night live, the Guardian Angel against Vader. That will happen tomorrow night.
Look at Buck working the hammerlock. That's how I look whenever I see a hammerlock. Just waving a hanky. God, look at Dustin's mullet. Beautiful. I always loved this camera shot. They would do that whenever Ming was at ringside during a stud stable match. They'd get a shot off of his sunglasses. Beautiful. Yeah, I can't imagine how somebody never got hurt. Oh, he just hit him with the belt buckle! I mean, if the ref's not going to make you take it off. And Randy Anderson's like, yo, you can just hit people in the head with your belt, whatever. But yeah, I never, like, there was never a match where Buck just came up bloody because his suspenders, like, sliced his head. That's wild. That would have been dope, PJ. I agree. Well, high knee. Again, really testing the boundaries of those jeans. Listen, top wrist locks, hammer locks. Next, you're going to say it's not a death lock. Call back. He needs the belt and the suspenders, otherwise those incredibly tight jeans might fall down. That's right, Brian. I always love the stitching on the back of Dustin's trunks. Always the same handwriting, too. This is a fun little match.
You know, we always knew Dustin Rhodes had a lot of
About what you can expect out of Dustin and Buck.
in the corner. Can you imagine as a tag team partner what it's going to do to this young athlete?
They will team together for the first time ever in WCW. Here's a cover. 1, 2.
Look at Tony acknowledging the New Japan match. First time ever in WCW, Dusty and Dustin teamed up.
What's this all about? Colonel Parker got the leg of Dustin.
I think Ming was going over some rules.
That's... Okay, good. That wasn't the finish. That would have been shitty. Oh, I fall down. I'm dead now. Dustin's like, do I roll him up? No, not quite. There's Arn Anderson in his freaking bowling night best. Beautiful. Why is Doug Dillinger in there? I feel like he jumped the gun on a cue. That's when he was supposed to come in. Doug Dillinger's like, I gotta get in there early. I love Ricky Steamboat. I didn't notice in the locker room he's wearing dress slacks with like a cut-off gym shirt. That is quite the look. And Brian Pillman's already he's in like this 10 minutes. He took a shower, got out of his tights. Fuck it. Oh, Ming's headbutting the camera. I love this. The camera being in there so tight. This seems wild. I love it. And Nick Bockwinkel's like, Ming, I know you could eat my head, but I'm going to wag my finger at you.
Look at this, Shivani. Bunkhouse is on the offensive right now.
Well.
He's setting him up for something.
Look at that. Look at that leg trip.
Well, it looked like Colonel was protecting himself from being kicked in the head. That's why again.
Bonk.
There is a blatant interference.
That was a blatant interference.
And the referee allows it and counts. It's not fair. It's not fair.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
Live here on TBS as the natural Dustin Rhodes in a match decided by you, our great wrestling fans, defeats Bunkhouse Buck. But like I said,
what a show. And we just end with all the baby faces awkwardly standing in the ring. All right, before we go, I promised you all I would show you what we're doing next week for my belated birthday stream here on WCW Deep Cuts Live. It's a little different, so I hope we have fun. Enjoy.
I'm still a man with the largest arms in the world, and I still hate rednecks.
All right, so next week, again, a little something different, a little something special for my belated birthday stream next Tuesday. I'm going to watch 605 The Reunion, a weird, like, WCW reunion pay-per-view thing that aired in 2006. Figured that'll be weird and fun. So, yeah, we'll do that next week. As always, thank you all so much for joining me tonight. It's been a blast. Last 2 hours with y'all. For the first time in a while, we're in it a little bit before 11 o'clock. So, yeah, so that's cool. Again, thank you everybody in the Erotic Eric Fontaine fan club, aka the chat. You all have been beautiful tonight. Great chat, lots of humor, lots of knowledge. So yeah, again, one more time before we go, I shared it a bit ago, the virtual tip jar, PayPal, Venmo, etc. If you have the means and feel the need, I'm always welcome to a couple bucks. If not, don't worry about it. I just, yeah, I do it for the passion. I'm always here for free. Thank you all so much. Another Tuesday night. You're great. And as I always like to close out with, let's, just another 7 days. You can do it. Let's make it the next Tuesday. Even if you don't make it here, I'd love to have you. I hope you come. But even if you don't make it here, let's just make it the next Tuesday. 7 more days. Life is hard. It sucks. I know. I struggle with it myself. And I keep struggling every day. But this is one of the reasons why I keep on going, folks. Is hanging out with you guys on Tuesday and having fun. This has been WCW Deep Cuts Live. My name's Tom, right there. Get some sleep, folks. It's late. Good night.